My
Hello.
name is Elena. Thank you so much for sharing us your story. It's very inspiring us in that difficult journey and drastically changing our career direction. And I just wanted to ask, as a person who works with this recruitment system, if there is a candidate, like you see a lot of CVs, and if they have the same level of experience, like for example, us, we are starting like at entry level now after bootcamp. If everyone at the same entry level and all CVs quite similar, let's say like this, and what one successful candidate makes, like what the feature of outstanding successful candidate behind all of these good ones, or like from your experience, if like as a in a recruitment company, what does this successful candidate have?
Okay, so this is not a new thing. Like it applies to thousands graduate every year from the same course. You know, so many tens of thousands graduates are coming from the universities every year, and they end up with the same situation. All of them are kind of competing with each other, but ultimately they all get jobs. Okay, but what stands out again is how you present yourself. CV definitely plays a CV. No, your first point of presentation to the potential employer is your CV. Okay, and probably in your course you have been taught about how to make a standard, good-looking CV, how to structure it, and what are the essential things you should add there, your project work, and all that kind of thing. And I'm sure you all did different projects, first of all, right? No, you all didn't do same project. That's one difference. Okay. And secondly, when it comes to the interview stage, what are your soft skills? What are your behaviors? What is your body language? How you even see, as simple as how you respond to emails. Those are all outside of your CV. Okay. Or how do you, when you pick up the phone, how do you talk? Or when you are sitting in the interview, how is your video? What is the video setting? What you are, for example, how you are dressed up? All that kind of things matter. How you present, how you wear a smile, you know and how confident are you when you are at answering your questions. All those small things matter a lot, and that all comes down to soft skills. Okay, and one thing that I would say is that you all, or all of us, somewhere or the other, soft skills are very important, whether it is a professional career, personal career, or entrepreneurial career, or anything, anywhere with your friends, or whatever, wherever. Soft skills are always important. How you behave, how you interact, how you talk. Okay, that is a big differentiator. Okay, and then on top of that, even if your CVs look same, when it comes to actual interviews, how do you present about your experience, expertise, about what you studied, or what you have learned before, or if you have worked before this course, like regardless of how many years of gap, what you have learned, what you carry from before with you, all that matters a lot. What you talk, how you present those to the potential employer. So they are all different, and here you are only 14 people, but think about how hundreds of people come from the same class, say from Trinity College or from UCD and all. They are all in the same boat. So I mean, uh, but try to dif differentiate yourself. That is most important from others. And how you will differentiate yourself is by having soft skills, and again by demonstrating that your interest in the job, and how your background is going to be relevant to the job that you have applied for. All that, if you clearly demonstrate, then you are standing apart.
Yeah, I agree with Surya actually. I used to be extremely shy when I was much younger because English wasn't my first language. I remember when I first moved to Europe, I didn't talk for 3 months in school, that they thought that I was mute. But then I realized that I just need to push myself because no one else would do it for me, and I'll miss opportunity. And now I'm working in sales. So that's something I
Okay.
thought I would never do when I was in secondary school. And also the importance of networking. Surya mentioned we met 5 years ago, and look at us today, we have connected again. And before we move on to Matthew's question, I'm just going to echo Elena's question regarding CV. What's one thing that IT grads often overlook on their resume that could make a big difference, Surya?
Uh, so uh, to certain extent, it's again like if we are talking about the CVs, then you should try to tailor your CV as much as possible to the job you are applying for. So we tend to send the same CV to hundreds of companies, right?
Mhm.
But each company job role is slightly or drastically different from another company's job role.
Yeah.
So same CV probably doesn't work. So you should tweak your CV slightly or
Hmm.
majorly depending on the job description and depending on what is asked for in the job role so that
Yeah.
it helps you better.
Yeah.
And another thing probably is to, so what we say in our to our candidates is uh, make your CV rich in keywords. So what are the keywords? Keywords are the ones that employers are looking to see in your CV. Those are the keywords, right? And always make your CV rich in keywords.
Yeah.
And those keywords are different from role to role, job to job, company to company. So if you are attentive and rather than just blindly sending the same CV to 100 companies, if you spend good few minutes looking at the job description, thinking about your CV, where you can slightly modify and how you can correlate that job description to your own background, your own experience, and slightly add those things, those keywords, and a couple of lines, extra lines to your CV, that will probably play better.
Okay. And one more question. I think this was asked a few weeks ago regarding CVs again. How do you feel about seeing like 3 pages worth of CV, or do you prefer just seeing 1 page CV?
Yeah, so I feel in Ireland, like again, if you are if the person doesn't have any experience, then limit your CV to 1 page. That's fine
Okay.
because you have don't have you are not reached a level where you have to demonstrate a lot on your CV. But if you have a good bit of experience beforehand, done something relevant to this job you are applying for, then your CV can be long, maybe 2 pages or 3 pages, depending on what you are trying to bring to the table.
Okay. Thank you so much, Surya.